Hello, I'm Dina Jensen, and I would like to teach you the mini sun salutation. In yoga, we sometimes put poses one after another, usually linked with breath, in a certain sequence. So this sequence is a forward bending sequence. So we're going to begin standing in mountain pose. And we usually do yoga in bare feet, so if it's possible to take off shoes and socks, go ahead and do that. And then get your feet hip distance apart, toes, knees forward. One thing you might want to be thinking about as we forward bend is using some support underneath your hands. So I have yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, you could just stand in front of a piece of furniture. And it's nice to start with the yoga blocks high. So find your feet, lifting the toes and activating the soles of your feet, spreading toes, placing them back down on to the ground or your mat. And then just strengthen up your legs, lift through the crown of the head to get really tall, relax the shoulders. So we'll go through first without breath, and then I'll teach you how to breathe with each of these movements. So if the first movement is mountain, which is standing on your own 2 feet, very balanced, and we have a lot of energy in mountain pose, as everything is aligned. And then the next pose is to bring your hands in front of your heart. You place your palms together and your thumbs on your sternum. And then reaching the arms out to the side, you can turn the palms up, and we just reach as high as we can with a good stretch. Extended mountain. Now bring your palms in towards each other, touching each other, elbows wide, and then we're going to begin to forward bend with a hip hinge. So if you're tight in your hamstrings, bend your knees, and then begin to hinge at the hips, keep your back nice and flat, and just go with control, and then release your hands, put them on the blocks. You can put them on your body or you can put them on the ground. And we can relax all the way down so the head can drop down. And if you notice you're on blocks and your elbows are bent, then you might lower the blocks or even put your hands on the ground. Okay, and then we're going to lift up halfway. I like to start by putting your hands on tall blocks or on the furniture. And then you just straighten the elbows and get your spine lifted so it's nice and flat. And then we'll come back into the forward bend as you lower and bend and feel a stretch through the back of the thigh, the back of the hamstrings, back of the legs. And then to come up, sweep your hands out to the side, lift through the chest, stand all the way back up, and then bring your palms in front of your heart. Okay, so we'll do that all again, a little faster, a little bit more of a flow with some breath. And I'll turn to the side so you can see, especially that hip hinge. That's really the hardest part to learn in any of the forward bends. I do have a video that just teaches you how to do this forward bend if it's unfamiliar to you. Okay, so we'll start in mountain pose with your feet grounded, your legs active, your head on top of the spine, your shoulders relaxed. And then feel the cycle of breath. So take an inhale through the nose, and then exhale out the nose. Another inhale through the nose. And now we'll begin. Exhale brings your hands in front of your heart. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Palms together, elbows wide. Exhale as you hip hinge with your nice flat back and with control. And then put your hands on the blocks at any height as you lower the head. Lifting up halfway is an inhale, so put your hands on the blocks and lift the shoulders so they're about in line with the hips. Nice flat back. And then a long exhale brings you back into a complete forward bend, lowering the head. Inhaling, arms out, shoulder height, lift through the chest, so that nice flat back lifts you all the way back up. And then the exhale brings your hands in front of the heart. So that's how we put together some different postures in yoga with breath, and we call that a yoga flow, the mini sun salutation.